You're tapped into Japan Journal with Mal Adams, the internet's #1 weekly English language online cybercast from Japan, streaming on GNN, a division of Totown Communications Company Limited, Japan.
So the momentum in this race is shifting. And there are signs that Donald Trump is feeling it. You may have noticed. So last week, you may have seen, he pulled out of the debate in September he had previously agreed to. So here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about that. So he won't debate, but he and his running mate sure seem to have a lot to say about me. And by the way, don't you find some of their stuff to just be plain weird? Well, Donald, I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you've got something to say, say it to my face.
Kamala Harris, with the fire of truth and the grace of wisdom, stood tall and said, quote, "If you got something to say it to my face." Now, this simple yet powerful challenge is more than a statement. It's a clarion call for courage in a world where deceit and fear try to silence the bold. Well, I got news for you, Mr. Donald Trump. For Black women, especially those in progressive spaces, this quote resonates deeply. And it symbolizes the struggle against forces that belittle their brilliance, the ones who weaponize lies out of jealousy and fear of the powerful truth they carry. Kamala's words emblazoned on that T-shirt that I posted here remind us that strength and intellect are met with attempts to undermine, but a strong woman confronts them face to face without hesitation. And y'all know this, right? In the face of Trump's feeble attempts to distract from her strength with innuendo and deceit, she stood undeterred, a reflection of every Black woman who has had to rise above unworthy criticism. She, like many before her, knows that truth does not flinch in the face of cowardice. This T-shirt is more than merchandise. It is a statement of solidarity, a symbol for those who will no longer stand aside when others try to tear them down. So I want y'all to wear it proudly and stand with Kamala in the face of those who fear the power of a woman who will not be silenced. Kamala Harris has remarked, "If you've got something to say it to my face," symbolizes the strength, courage, and unwavering resolve of women, especially Black women who refuse to be undermined by lies, jealousy, or cowardice. It represents a challenge to those who rely on deception and indirect attacks, calling them to confront the truth directly. Now, for progressive Democrats, particularly Black women, it symbolizes a stand against oppression, dishonesty, and attempts to silence their power. It is a bold affirmation that intelligence, integrity, and resilience will not be diminished by fear or manipulation. This statement embodies self-respect, demanding that critics face the truth openly and honestly, rather than hiding behind innuendo. This statement is powerful because it directly confronts those who attack through lies, fear, or manipulation. calling them to face the truth without hiding. It challenges cowardice, forcing opponents to acknowledge their weaknesses in the presence of someone strong and unafraid. For Black women and progressive Democrats across the board, this remark resonates deeply because it embodies resilience and the refusal to be silenced or belittled. It's a declaration of confidence and integrity, showing that truth, strength, and intelligence are forces that cannot be easily shaken. Kamala Harris's words spoken with authority flip the dynamic of power, making it clear that no one can undermine her without confronting her directly. This courage in demanding honesty is what makes the statement so powerful. So why does truth matter in this instance? Well, truth matters because it is the foundation of trust, justice, and integrity in society. It allows people to make informed decisions, build genuine relationships, and hold those in power accountable. Without truth, deception and misinformation thrive, leading to manipulation, inequality, and harm. So for leaders like Kamala Harris, truth is essential because it represents authenticity and moral courage, which she demonstrates. In politics as in life, truth matters because it reveals who we are, what we stand for, and whether we're willing to confront reality head-on. Truth empowers individuals to rise above lies, deceit, and fear, creating a more just and honest world. Don't you agree? You know, we fight by standing firm in our values. That's our tradition. Speaking truth to power and refusing to be silenced by fear or intimidation. We fight by educating ourselves and others, confronting lies with facts. As a journalist, I've been doing that for 50 years at a very high level. And not only confronting lies with facts, but standing up for justice even when it's difficult. We fight by building solidarity with those who share our vision for a fairer world, working together to create change. Our fight is not just with words, but with action, voting, protesting, and holding leaders accountable. We fight with resilience by lifting each other up and by refusing to allow hatred, deceit, or oppression to have the final say. The fight for truth, equality, and justice is ongoing, and it is won through perseverance, courage, and an unwavering commitment to what is right. So there you have it. That's our editorial comment today on Kamala's ever-popular slogan, if you've got something to say, say it to the face, baby. All right. That's going to do it for another edition of Japan Journal. I'm your host, Mal Adams, here on the internet's #1 weekly English language online cybercast from Japan, Japan Journal, produced and presented to you by TDM, Total Digital Media, on GNN, the Global News Network on this social media platform, a division of Total Communications Company Limited. So, this is your brother Mal in Japan, bidding you farewell and sayonara.
You're tapped into Japan Journal with Mal Adams, the internet's #1 weekly English language online cybercast from Japan, streaming on GNN, the Global News Network, a division of Total Communications Company Limited, Japan.